The truth was worse than the infidelity I discovered in my wife. My wife cheated on me, but what I later discovered destroyed everything. At first, our marriage was everything to me, and I firmly believed that I knew Lisa, with whom I had spent 6 years together. Over time, my dreams of love, laughter, and trust evolved. I put it down to stress from routine getting in the way of life. She grew more aloof, constantly looking for excuses to stay out late while glued to her phone. Despite my desire to avoid being the insecure spouse, I sensed a deeper connection. I attempted to dismiss it, ignoring the subtle cues, such as her tilting her screen away and smiling at her texts. The night she claimed to be visiting her sister, but returned home smelling like cologne that wasn't mine, she unexpectedly joined a gym, even though she had never been interested in working out. One Friday evening, everything unraveled. She informed me that she was going out with her sister once more, but this time I decided to confirm it myself. I called her sister's phone, and when she answered, I said casually, "Hey, Lisa, I left something important at home. Can you put her on the phone?" There was silence, and I became confused as to why Lisa wasn't present. My pulse pounded in my ears and my stomach twisted. I hung up, picked up my car keys, and trusted my instincts. Lisa left the house half an hour ago. If she wasn't at her sister's, where was she? At first, I drove in circles, my thoughts racing. But then I remembered the gym bag she had left in her car's trunk. If she wasn't at the gym, why did she always claim to be? Her car was in the parking lot when I pulled up outside the gym she had mentioned a few times earlier, but she wasn't inside. Rather, she was sneaking into a sleek hotel across the street. When I saw my wife, Lista, entering a hotel with another man, I clenched my jaw until my teeth hurt. Fury clouding my vision, I clutched the steering wheel. My chance to confront her was now, but I chose not to rush through the doors and expose her. I made myself consider what else she might be concealing if she could lie so readily. I waited. I wanted the whole truth. The man walked beside her, his hand brushing against her lower back, and she leaned in to kiss him. It wasn't just a fling, it was personal. I took pictures, not to hang on to them like some bitter man, but because I wanted unquestionable proof. The following morning, I said nothing, and Lisa pretended everything was normal. 2 hours later, she came out, fixing her hair, her face glowing with that satisfied look she hadn't had for me in a long time. She was kissing me on the cheek, making coffee, and humming a song as if she hadn't just broken our vows, but I didn't want to make a fool of myself, so I spent the rest of the day learning more about this man. I had his face, his car, and now I needed his name. The realization that the man she was cheating with wasn't merely a casual acquaintance, but a married man whose wife was 8 months pregnant, profoundly altered my perspective. I could have confronted him. Lisa demanded answers after I threw the pictures in her face that night. But why stop there? Should she choose to engage in unethical behavior, I would confiscate the entire game from her. I called the Mound's wife, who initially didn't believe me, but after I sent her the pictures, the call ended, and I heard soft sobs. I didn't want to believe it, but she whispered that something wasn't right. That's when I realized Lisa wasn't just cheating. She was ruining lives, and I wasn't going to let her get away with it. That night, I started my plan. Despite leaving my laptop open on the dining table, I continued to act normally. As anticipated, the images appeared on the screen. Lisa passed by and stopped, her face pale. "What? What is this?" She stumbled. I sipped my drink and spoke calmly while leaning back. That's exactly how it appears. Her body betrayed her by trembling as she attempted to play dumb. I gave her a chance to wriggle before revealing the shocking fact that he has a wife. I tilted my head and said, "Do you know she's pregnant?" She opened her mouth, but nothing came out. She knew now, I realized, and I grinned. Her face flashed with panic as you told her, "Oh, I didn't just tell her." I stood up and towered over her, and I sent her the pictures. Every time she saw SLE, a tear came to her eye. However, I didn't care. Lisa wasn't sorry she cheated. She was only sorry she was caught. I took my jacket and made my way to the door, enjoying the mess you created, leaving her standing there dumbfounded, her perfect little lie crumbling all around her. I didn't need to look back.